Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. This week, I want to talk about the one and only reason why exes come back. And I had actually mentioned this in another video that I did about why exes come back. In fact, I've done 2 videos. I'll post a link to one of them up here. And I realized that there is one main reason, and every other reason I gave in the 2 videos I did on exes coming back are all secondary reasons. What is that reason? Well, stay tuned and you'll find out. But first, I want to welcome back my beautiful no contact army. If you're having trouble staying in no contact, then be sure to download my app Silencio, available in both iPhone and Android version, and the link to that is underneath every video and podcast. And to join our beautiful no contact army, just hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com and you can read 2 free chapters before purchasing the book. Okay, so why do exes come back? Well, what's the reason that anyone does anything? In the previous videos, I talked about various reasons why exes come back. And I said it's because their interest level went up again, there was unfinished business, their rebound or the person they left you for didn't work out, it was a fake breakup, they realized they're better off with you, and one more reason. So I asked the question, why does anyone do anything? Well, according to Abraham Hicks, for those of you familiar with them, the reason that we want to do, be, or have anything is because we think that we will be happier when we do that thing, have that thing or person, or are that thing. So exes come back because they think that they will be happier because of you. Because even if their interest level went up and they don't think they're going to be happier, they're not coming back. Even if there's unfinished business and they don't think they'll be happier, they're not coming back. Even if their rebound didn't work out and they don't think they'll be happier with you, they're not coming back. Even if it was a fake breakup and they don't think they'll be happier without you, it's going to turn into a real breakup. So they have to be happier and realize that they are better off with you. So this is about them. It's not about you. They're not coming back for you. Understand that. They are coming back for them. It's because they're nostalgic, they're jealous, they're lonely, they're stressed, they're regretful, they're sad, they're depressed, they're fill in the blank. They're just not as happy as they thought they would be without you. And by the way, if you like what you're hearing so far, be sure to give this video a like in order to help the YouTube algorithm. That way other people can find it and also benefit from finding out why their ex will come back. Thank you. So this is why I say to stay in no contact, to not respond to breadcrumbs, to cause your ex as much anxiety as possible, as often as possible, to cause them pain. I actually did a video on that about causing your ex pain. I'll put a link in the right top corner on YouTube. To make them jealous, to make them think you're moving on. Most people want to do the opposite of this. They think they have to do the opposite to get their ex back. They think they want to reassure the ex and tell the ex that they miss them and they love them. That doesn't work because it does not speak to their self-interest. It only speaks to yours. And everyone always acts in their own best self-interest at all times. And I know that sounds terrible, but it has to be that way. Everyone is responsible for themselves. You can't have someone else be responsible for you, because what if they fail? Now you're screwed. So it's better if everyone is responsible for their own happiness at all times, because look at it this way. Who called to check on you today? Probably no one, right? No one's calling to check on you unless you're sick. So you are responsible for yourself, for your well-being, and for your happiness. And therefore, people always act in their own best self-interests. That's why you want to be indispensable to someone's life or even to a job, That way, they will have a hard time replacing you. Now, this doesn't mean babying them or doing everything for them. It means being able to offer something to them that no one else is able or willing to offer, and only you can understand what that is if you're in a relationship with them. And this often has to do with what their shadow side is. If you can tap into their shadow side, then you can become indispensable and irreplaceable. But that's a whole other video. Okay, so before I end, I actually have 2 comments that speak to this topic of why exes come back, and because they only come back because they think they will be happier with you in their life. And this one is for the guys who think that women never come back and that no contact doesn't work on women. And it says, after 5 months, my ex contacted me and we are back together. She was crying non-stop on the phone. It doesn't always happen, but if they text, ignore them a couple of times. Listen to Lucia. Her advice is golden. All right, we got another one back that was crying, and the other comment also has a crier. This is what happens when you do not respond to breadcrumbs and you ignore the breadcrumbs. Often this is what you get. And she says, it's day 39 and my kids told me my ex was at the door. He came over so intoxicated he couldn't stand. Well, I hope he didn't drive. I was like, you're a mess. He was crying and said it's been rough without me and wanted to fix things, and he misses me and loves me. I personally want to move on, but he just kept crying and asked why I didn't respond to his texts. He felt like it was over for good, and it made him very sad. Well, I'm back dating now, so I think I will let sleeping dogs lie. Thank you so much for this journey. Wow. So she decided not to take him back. That's what happens. People change their minds and they decide that actually they don't want to get back together. That's one of the benefits of no contact. You either get them back, or even if you do get them back, you decide, you know what, I don't want them back. But if you do want them back and you want my help to get them back, then you can contact me at theartoflove.net and we will send you the rates. The direct link is below every single video and podcast. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember that love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.